Everything NYJ Podcast with Liam and Italy Jet.
Down the afterburners. He's gone. Touchdown Jets. Brees Hall inside the 10. He's going to score.
First interception by Gardner.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody? Liam here, Italy Jet. Welcome to episode number 76 of the Everything NYJ Podcast. Gino, how you doing, my friend?
Man, it's been a crazy few weeks, but I'm here, I'm ready, I'm happy, and it's going to be all. Armand, how you doing? I'm doing good, though. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. You know, I'm missing my Rangers right now, so I'm a little upset about that, but hey, man, the Jets have always been my first love, although the Rangers have been the team to least break my heart. So I'm a little conflicted there, you know. So we're going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to go cheer my blue shirts on.
There you go.
Armin's
they're in the playoffs?
They are. They clinched.
Good for them.
Except my Mets. Yeah, dude, my Mets too. I know.
Yeah, my Red Sox. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Man, I got so much heat for all that. It was so funny.
Yeah?
I've gotten so much heat. I don't think I've ever gotten so much heat by Jets Twitter in my life. Me coming out of the closet being a Boston Red Sox fan.
Why don't you go start everything NE Patriots?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Start a what?
Just go like, yeah, all the New England teams. You just go like them. Boston, yeah, everything.
No,
New
no.
England
I despise everything else.
Bruins, you don't like?
No, I hate the Bird. I only liked Pierre Bergeron. That was it.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Anywho,
they don't suck. They're just in a transition.
Buck is an overrated manager. Yeah, I could see that. I think so too. I haven't even really been.
You don't like Buck? You don't like Buck?
Not really. No. I haven't really been following the Mets though, to be honest with you. It's just.
Oh yeah.
The way that baseball changed, you know, like with the clock and everything.
You don't like that?
No. And you know what it is too? It's like the way I feel about it is they're not speeding up the game is not going to attract new fans. It's just going to push away the existing fans. That's the way I look at it. And it pushed me away, so I'm done. I could care less. I mean, I think they're really they're extremely overpaid. They get a hangnail. They're on, IR and everything else.
Man, you think so?
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done with basketball. I'm done with basketball, and I'm done with college basketball and football. I just don't care. I don't watch it that much. I'm so passionate about, my two soccer teams. I'm passionate about the Jets, passionate about the Red Sox, passionate about the Predators. It's just because I have easy access to watch them. I think because of those things, just basketball and college basketball, college football, I'm like, okay, I'm done. But you know me, I'm not a bandwagon guy. So I'm just, taking my time with everything.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So, let's get into our favorite team, the New York Jets.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Rodgers. What do you think about the rumors about Aaron Rodgers going to San Francisco potentially?
Oh, you're a Penguins fan, Armand? Okay. It's okay. Well, at least it's the Red Sox for you and the Penguins for me. I like the Mets because one of my favorite Italian players is Mike Piazza. I love Mike Piazza. That's my boy. I love him. That's respect.
I used to train. But... Yeah, I used to train with his nephew. His nephew wrestled around here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I got to meet him a couple times. Yeah, it was cool. Nice guy.
No kidding. Oh, I love that.
Mike Piazza. Yep.
Hey, so to answer your question, man, 49ers Twitter is blowing up so much right now.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, I know. Ain't that crazy?
I was watching a clip of The Rock, and it made me want to do that to you. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know The Rock is your boy, though, with the XFL, so.
I still haven't met him yet. I met his wife. Very nice people. It's just I just haven't met him yet.
She hot?
So, you know what? She used to not be that good looking, and now I think. I mean, and I guess it's because maybe I've just seen her in like posters and stuff, and maybe like in social media. But in person, yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah,
Dude, nice, awesome.
why not? Why not?
I do care about your opinion though. So
yeah, you know what? It's funny because like when you're behind a desk or when you're behind something else, and then when you get to the person, it's so different. So I get it. Before
so
the
what are you thinking
NFL
about?
started, I predict the 49ers would trade for the Rodgers, but on Jets turbulence. Oh, you know what? I was thinking that too, actually. I was thinking actually last year with the 49ers and Broncos, and then I was thinking the same thing this year with the 49ers again. But since Brock Purdy is alive now and Sam Darnold's going to be a great backup, still got Trey Lance, they don't need Rodgers, even if he's a 49er fan. And he even said publicly he doesn't want to play with 49ers. So it is what it is.
Who knows though, man? I mean, it's a crazy time though. I don't really believe all these rumors. I think it's Jets or retirement for Rodgers. That's just my personal opinion.
What do you think about it? Like what do you think about it?
About him going to the 49ers?
Yeah, like all this rumors and stuff. I think it's
Craig
crap.
Martin just I mean I think that there's obviously smoke to it. I don't see it happening though. I don't even think that the 49ers have met with him, but I'm sure that, somewhere along the lines they said, "Hey, maybe we would be interested in this guy." I mean, no doubt you put Aaron Rodgers on the 49ers, they are the favorites to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not buying into it though. Jigga.
Yeah. There we go,
Jigga,
Porto.
man.
Well,
what's up, my friend?
How about this? Let's see what our guest thinks about it. This is Battered Jets fans guy, one of the creators of it, Daniel. Great guy. Love his content. He's back on the channel. Daniel from Battered Jets fans. What's up, man?
What's going on, my guys? How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Feeling good. You're living the dream.
True that. True that. What do you make of all this? What do you make of all this?
Well, when I jumped in, I heard you guys talking 49ers, Aaron Rodgers. Now, my understanding is that Aaron Rodgers is still a little sour that the Niners passed up on him, right? So
that's true.
He said, my understanding is that he said he would never play for the Niners because he holds that grudge for them passing him up in the draft. Now, if he's changed his mind since then, maybe, but Aaron Rodgers doesn't seem like that kind of guy that flip-flops. When it seems like he's one of those hard-headed people. When he sticks to something, he's not going back. He ain't playing for the Packers anymore, and I can't imagine him playing for the 49ers. Now, I could see the Packers maybe putting it out there that the Niners are interested because what other team is a QB away from winning a championship outside of the Niners and the Jets? I can't think of many that are just a QB away. That's true. I mean, that's the biggest threat I would imagine, just as far as just needing a QB.
I mean, I don't even think that the 49ers even have like enough draft capital to offer.
No.
They
not anything
don't.
That the Packers would be interested in.
No, but they might be more willing to give up a first round pick. I don't know if they have a first round pick this year, but because they are, I mean, we're in win mode now if we get Aaron Rodgers and with our roster. But I mean, think about it. We've been without getting to the playoffs for the last 12 years. I'm not saying that people would be happy with just a playoff appearance, but a playoff appearance would be a big leap for us. The Niners have been to the Super Bowl already a couple times in the last decade. Like, they need to win now. So I think they're more willing to mortgage the future with a couple first-round draft picks than the Jets are, because the Jets want long-term success from here on out. The Niners are like, we're tired of getting to the dance and not winning it. Let's get over the hump. So I think that they're a little more willing to give up on a first-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many teams that wouldn't want Aaron Rodgers, and there's not probably any team that would be worse with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, like Armin says here, the 49ers do have 11 picks. A lot of those are like late-round picks, though.
The earliest pick they have is the third round. I just checked. Oh, they don't have any first or second-round picks.
Next year they have a first. I don't know. That doesn't really help the Packers, though. I mean, not this year. I don't know. I don't even want to get too far into it because I don't think that there's much.
I don't think there is either.
To be honest with you,
I think that's the Packers behind all this.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think that they're just trying to put some pressure on the Jets.
Oh yeah.
But look, Aaron Rodgers was given permission to talk to the Jets.
Right.
I would assume that Aaron Rodgers wants to be on the Jets, and he wants what's best for the Jets since that's going to be his future team. If I was Aaron Rodgers and I knew what was going on, I'd go out and I'd tell the Jets, look, there's no way that I'm going to play on the 49ers. So even if they're having conversations, if they threaten to trade me over there, I'll just say I'm going to retire. So don't worry about it. You don't have to give up a first-round pick because I have no interest in playing for the 49ers. So he would go and tell the Jets. So I don't think that the Jets feel any pressure if they know that Aaron Rodgers has no intention of going and playing in San Francisco. Now, if they bring up a team that maybe intrigues Aaron Rodgers, maybe, but I can't think of any that, like I said, are a QB away from winning a championship.
No, definitely not. And not only that, too, I mean, the 49ers, like, they're not paying Brock Purdy. They're not paying Trey Lance. Sam Darnold, I guess, he has a little contract there. But I could see them, like, wanting a fourth quarterback just because, considering all the injuries. Is Josh Johnson still with them? Does anybody know?
Not that I'm aware
sure.
of. Not that I'm
sure.
aware of, no.
So, right?
I think he's free agent now.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't see them paying that many quarterbacks. I mean, they're gonna have an expensive team in the next couple of years too. I mean, they have the Debo Samuel contract, Christian McCaffrey. They pretty much got McCaffrey for free with all those 7th-round picks and everything. But
True.
It's just interesting. I don't see much into it, and the Jets really don't have a reason to panic. But what it is, it's that time of year where all the rumors are starting to fly. We go through this every year. I mean, not to this extent.
Yeah.
But every year, it's always the Jets could have the best season ever, but if one thing goes wrong, then we're gonna completely go 0-17 or whatever the case may be. So I'm not gonna read too much into it, to be honest with you. I don't think that there's much going on with it.
Do you guys think that there's any chance that this goes past the draft?
I could see it, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will, but I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that possibility is there.
Yeah, I mean,
I would be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, but look at Devontae Adams. They got a 2nd-round pick for him, and then look at Brett Favre. That trade that went all the way to August. So I mean,
but he came out of retirement late after the draft, though.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's
and
like
wanted to go back to the Packers.
Yeah, it's a flip flop. But I can't see it.
I can't either because I would assume that the Packers want to cash in on giving up on Aaron Rodgers immediately, right? You want a 2nd-round pick. They're not getting a 1st-round pick. I've been saying this since January. There's no way we give up a 1st-round pick for a 39-year-old that was 1 foot retired. He said supposedly, I don't know if I believe him, but when he went into that dark room, he was 90% retired.
Right.
Like, how much confidence do you have? Like, if he gets, banged up, concussion, or a bad shoulder, are we confident that he's going to want to come back when he was almost retired? Like, you can't give up a 1st-round pick for that circumstance.
No. And not only that, you take away Aaron Rodgers, the name. Just a 39-year-old quarterback. What team is giving up a 1st-round pick for him? Nobody. You can't give up a 1st-round draft pick. It's too valuable for possibly a 1-year rental.
I agree. Now, like I said, if there were a few teams in on it, then you might want to consider it. But considering the situation, I just can't imagine. I would give up a 2nd-round pick. I thought that when we traded Elijah Moore and got that 2nd-round pick back, I thought it was because that's going to go to the Packers. And I still think that one of those 2 2nd-round picks ends up in the Packers. That's what I'm convinced of. But no way that we get a 1st-round.
There's no way. And then also, if Aaron Rodgers does go down, if we keep him for like a year or two, can you see us maybe getting a quarterback in the draft maybe this year and next year?
I think the Jets are going all in on Zach Wilson. I think that they're gonna try to see if maybe he can learn behind Aaron Rodgers. I can't imagine that it's a bad thing to be playing behind Aaron Rodgers, right? Mm-hmm. You watch how he prepares. He talks to you on the sideline about what he saw. Like Aaron Rodgers, from my understanding, he has a relationship with Zach Wilson already, right? So it's not like he's going into a tense situation. He's already been kind of talking to him, maybe coaching him up over the phone or whatever it may be. So on the sideline, he knows, Aaron Rodgers knows this is a 1 or 2 year deal and that Zach Wilson would take the reins afterwards. So why not help the young kid out? I am convinced that this is nothing but good for Zach Wilson. Now, is it going to be enough to make him a serviceable QB? I don't know, but I don't see the Jets investing any draft capital while Zach Wilson's still on the team. I think that that's going to be our quarterback as soon as Aaron Rodgers is gone, and they're going to test him out for a year. That's what I believe.
Well, I want to get into that a little bit. So Ryan Clark actually on Good Morning Football, whatever the hell it is. Get Up. I don't even know what show he's on anymore. I can't stand him. But anyway, he was saying that it's very smart to. He would draft a quarterback in the first round this year, but that's the same thing that the Packers did that pissed Aaron Rodgers off. Why would we piss off Aaron Rodgers? Like that already ended one relationship, and not only that, Ryan Clark was saying, like the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers, he's like, it's like meeting a girl at the club. He was like, you're gonna dance with her, you're gonna have a couple drinks, you're feeling good with her. That's like with the New York Jets. Like we're not gonna marry this girl. We're not gonna have a long-term relationship, which is true. I mean, Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna be here for the next 5 years. Zach Wilson, on the other hand, he's going into year 3. So let's imagine we have Aaron Rodgers for 2 more years, because that seems to be the consensus pick, 1 to 2 years. How can you pick up his 5th-year option? I mean, you're gonna have to pay him. We can't.
Well, we don't have to worry about that until what? I don't think we pick up his 5th-year option. And that analogy, for some reason, I know this might be a little tangent, but when you said the nightclub thing, all I was thinking is a lot of those nightclub, you just met this girl for one time and you have like a one-night stand, a lot of those turn into a permanent pregnancy and you end up kind of linked together forever. And that's what this could turn into, right? We luck out, we win a Super Bowl, we're linked to Aaron Rodgers forever. And I'm okay with that one-night stand. I'll live with that forever. Aaron Rodgers was the guy that got me to the Super Bowl.
I like that.
Now let's go see who we marry. And I'm okay with that. I already got my baby for the next lifetime. So I'm good with that analogy.
But the baby mama's a nutcase. That's the problem.
It's all right.
You can't stand the baby mom. You can't go into the house. You got to drop the kid off in the driveway. It's a mess.
I got the baby. I got the trophy. I'm good. I'm carrying them both with as much love. I don't think we pick up the 5th-year option. I do think because we don't really know if we're gonna get Aaron Rodgers for 1 year or 2 years. Like right. You can't. But I do, and again, I'll say it again. We're not gonna draft somebody, especially now with the 1st-round pick. No. You have to pay those kids. Like exactly. I understand that the rookie scale is lower than it used to be, but like it's still a chunk, especially if it's a 1st-round pick. So I can't imagine something like that. I think all our 1st-round picks are gonna go to impact players that are gonna be on the field to help this team win immediately. That's why I think we're gonna go offensive line. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, let's go receiver, this or that. I think our wide receiver room is fine the way it is. Why add another piece with the 1st-round pick? Let's go ahead. Let's get a tackle. Let's get that 2nd-round pick. Let's get a center. Let's shore up this offensive line. And what other weakness do we really have? Maybe speed at linebacker, I guess. Maybe interior defensive line. But to me, those aren't huge gaps. The biggest gaps we have right now are on the offensive line.
What are you thinking, Cookie?
Cookie? What the hell was that?
Why not?
Cookie, I'm a cookie now. I think he's right about the needs. I mean, the most needs I can think of that we need right now are offensive line, linebacker, and even some D tackles. I'm kind of comfortable in the safety position, but it doesn't hurt to pick up a safety in the draft as well. And maybe even a wide receiver, just depends on the way things go with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, and I agree with them before about Elijah Moore. That 2nd-round pick, that extra one, I thought that was going to be in the trade, like no matter what. And you're getting more out of the situation as well. But for me, I was actually going to ask him this next question, what GVH was going to ask. What do you all think of drafting Duger if he falls? I actually was going to – Daniel, what do you think about that? What GVH?
Where is he projected to go? Because
he's
this is 2nd round?
Yeah, between 2nd and 3rd round. Yep.
Look, I get everybody wants to have like that insurance policy for after Aaron Rodgers. I get it. We don't know if he's going to be for 1 year, for 2 years. We don't know if this all falls apart. But in my mind, once you get Aaron Rodgers, you're in win now mode. And every move has to be a win now move. Like this is a small window we get if we get Aaron Rodgers. So I don't see the point in drafting because when I picture 1st and 2nd-round picks, I imagine them as starters and impact players immediately. If you're not starting, you're coming off the bench, but you're getting a lot of snaps regardless, right? You're not a reserve. You're not like Jermaine Johnson. I'm surprised he didn't get on the field too much, but that's fine. But like Jeremy Ruckert, that is a project.
Yes.
We can't do projects right now. 1st and 2nd round have to be impact now players in my mind. So that's why if I was the GM, right? I'm not, but if I was,
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're not gonna have that second round pick. So let's say we just have 2 picks, the first and the second round. I'd go either Paris Johnson or this other kid,
Skorensky from Northwestern.
No,
Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones.
What is it? No, Broderick Jones.
Yeah,
Broderick Jones or Paris Johnson. One of those two as a tackle, right? Because
Yes.
I'm not really sold on Mekhi Becton's health just quite yet. And then
No, you can't
I'd
be.
go Michael Smith. I forgot his first name. From the center, from I think it's Minnesota.
Yeah,
If
I
we
know what
can
you're
get,
talking about.
it's
if we can
George.
go the 2007 route where we got the Brickashaw Ferguson and Nick Mangold, and those two anchored our offensive line for the next decade, I'd test it out and I'd try it again. Let's go left tackle. Let's go center. Let's see if we strike gold again. If we can get those two positions to anchor us for the next decade, we're set, especially in a win now mode. Like, I don't want to go for a project, and I don't want to go for a fifth receiver, a fourth receiver. Right now we have I'm blanking. Garrett Wilson. Sorry, I'm thinking soccer right now also. Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I get it.
We're thinking Garrett Wilson. We have Adam Lazard. We have
Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, which I'm surprised supposedly we're going to keep. We have McCole Hardman, and supposedly rumored to get Odell Beckham. We're 5 deep there if we get Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Why in the earth would we draft a wide receiver at that point? Like, I think we are more or less set at receiver. I have a question at running back that I do question, but that's something you can address with a 4th or 5th round pick, like we did with Bam Johnson. But I'm not sure how Breece Hall is going to come back or when he's going to come back, because they haven't said that he's going to be available to start the season yet.
They said week 1 that he should be ready by
he
week
should be
1.
ready.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, today. It was today. It was today.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
good.
No, I'm sorry. I'm all in on soccer today. Okay, that's awesome.
Dude.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's all good. But I do understand, though, that you never know, because injuries with ACLs, you just never know if you're going to have a relapse or if a setback. You just never know. And I do understand what you're saying about Bam Knight and Carter. What other running back would you get?
Would you be interested in Zeke? I personally, I'm not a big fan of.
No, I'm not a big Zeke
me
fan,
either.
no.
I'm not. I don't see the one. I guess the name, right? Everybody wants Odell, even though Odell has been subpar, but it's the name that everybody
And
wants.
that's a second ACL injury he's had.
Yeah. I'm not sold
that's a
on
lot.
Odell, honestly.
I'm not either.
If we get Odell, he's the 3rd receiver. He's a great 3rd receiver, I would assume. And with Corey Davis, because supposedly we're keeping Corey Davis also, I feel a little more comfortable if we get Odell as a 3rd or 4th receiver. But I'm not paying him wide receiver 2 money. But he has the skills to be the best 3rd receiver in the league, the best slot receiver in the league, for sure.
Yes.
But I don't know why everybody's so hyped about getting him. He's averaged like 200-300 yards the last 5 seasons. Like, he hasn't been playing out of his mind.
What would you pay him?
I wouldn't pay him more than 10 mil. I'd pay him, but 6, 7, maybe 8 mil. Even though I still think that's kind of high because we don't know what we're getting from him. But because of the reputation he has, the skill level, the potential to, if he gets back to what he once was, he could be great. I'd pay him 8 mil, but I wouldn't pay him more than 10 mil
For 1 year?
1 year.
Okay,
it's a proven deal. It's a proven deal.
Yeah.
You
I mean, you got to be fair though. The last time we saw him, he was catching a touchdown in the end zone in the Super Bowl, and then
I
even
think that's what everybody's hanging their hat on, because everybody's saying, "Oh, he would have been the MVP of the Super Bowl."
Yeah,
and that's
hard
true.
to argue with.
That's true. No, it's true.
No.
But what was his stats that game? I forget what his stats were exactly that game. But
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but because he got injured early. Yeah, he caught that touchdown pass. But was he on pace to have 150, 200 yards? I don't remember. I remember the touchdown pass. But everybody, I think, is hung up on his Giants days because the first 3 seasons were out of this world. But the following 6 or 7, he got over 1,000 yards twice. It was barely over 1,000. And the last 4 or 5 seasons, he's averaged 200 yards each season. So again, I think he's got skills. He's got the hands. He's got the speed. But he hasn't showed it in Cleveland or on the Rams either.
So he had Odell Beckham Jr. had 2 catches for 52 yards and 1 touchdown in the Super Bowl versus the Bengals in 2022 February. So 52 yards.
Everybody's saying that he was on pace to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. I guess everybody says it because he scored a touchdown, but it wasn't 8 receptions, 120 yards, and then he went down with an injury. No, it was 2 catches, 52 yards. It's really? That's what we're hyping him up for?
Well, 2 catches, 52 yards. I mean, like, you want to multiply that by 2. There's his 100 yards easily. I think he
But,
easily would have had 100 yards over.
you think, okay, but how did he do
First
the
quarter.
couple games before that? Right. No, I get it. He had a good
Yeah.
first quarter. But what I'm saying is that season, the regular season, because the only stats that I remember off the top of my head were the regular season. And regular season, he played 8 games and he had like 300 yards in 8 games. So
Yes.
maybe he was picking it up towards the end of the year. But as
That's
far
what I
as
was
regular
thinking.
season stats
Yeah.
goes,
Yeah.
he wasn't showing it. But again, he picked it up first straight quarter and then ACL. Like, do you trust him staying healthy?
No.
I don't trust him staying healthy either. Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, he said that he didn't. Well, how did he word it? He goes, "I never said 20 million, but I'm not playing for 4."
Right. And I wouldn't expect him to because he has the skills.
Right.
He looked really good, like in his Arizona workout video too. I mean, he looks fast as ever.
Right.
He was catching balls like he normally does. It's interesting. I mean, it definitely is a gamble. I'd probably be comfortable between 6 and 8 mil for 1 year, prove it deal. And if he is who he is, if he is who he says he is, then yeah, then maybe you do extend him, or you sign him to like a longer term deal the following season. I don't know. I mean, he's getting up there in age. He's in his 30s now. I think he's like 31. So it is a little bit of a gamble.
I do get people that kind of trash me because they say that I trash Odell for no reason. And I want to be clear. I'm not trashing him. He has skills. Like I said, I am 100% sure that if he were to become a third receiver on this team, he'd be hands down the best third receiver in the league, the best slot receiver in the league.
Yeah.
But I just need to see it consistently because from what I've seen, numbers-wise, at least stats-wise, in Cleveland and that 1 year regular season on the Rams, he fell off.
He did, especially with his connection with Baker Mayfield. It was just not there. Would you get D-Hop? In the comments right here, Armin. If he's released,
Yeah, I mean, if he's released and you sign him as a free agent, sure. I mean, last year he had an off year also, but
but he was injured too. He was injured too.
Yeah,
he was injured a lot this season.
And then that situation over there in Arizona was kind of just weird overall.
Dude, it was messed up.
Yeah.
I watched the Hard Knocks in season with the Cardinals, and it was okay, but you could tell there's like some stuff behind the scenes, like Baker,
with Kyler Murray and all them.
Yeah, Baker and everything. The safety there, totally interesting.
So 2 years ago he played 10 games, and last year he played 9 games, and then he's gonna be 31 this year coming up. So again, I mean, a lot of players have bounce back years, right? It's no guarantee that he's gonna. But you like when you know somebody as good as DeAndre Hopkins has been historically, and then a team kind of gives up on him,
right?
You can't help but ask yourself, like, but why?
Right.
Like if you see that really fine girl, it's like, but she can't seem to stay with somebody for very long. It's like, but why? Like there's something wrong with you, right? There's got to be something wrong with you.
Armin, so yes, he was suspended, but he was also injured. He had a lower body injury after he was suspended as well.
Oh, was he injured? Suspended? Yeah. I wasn't aware.
He did get suspended. But he did have an injury as well.
Okay.
This is for OBJ. 1 year, $8 million with incentives that could get the deal to $17 million.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, depends on what those incentives are. If you're
scoring a touchdown
in the Super Bowl, all right, I'll give you an extra $5 million if you score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
I love it.
If that's part of the incentives, I'm with it.
Dan, what do you think about the defensive tackle situation going on? I know we're rumored with a couple guys like Pond and maybe Robinson a little bit. There's another guy I'm missing too. What do you think about that situation? Who do you want?
Who do you want? Calais Campbell.
I know. Him or Cox? I would have picked either one.
I was convinced. I had convinced myself when I heard that he was coming in to meet us like on a Thursday. I was convinced.
Like, show up.
We got him. I was like, he's gonna be in this defense with a win now team with Aaron Rodgers possibly coming. I had no doubt that we are gonna get. I don't know what the hell Atlanta offered him. I didn't get to see the deal, but they must have offered him some crazy amount of money because I thought that he was a shoo-in to go ahead and stay with us. And
it's not even that much. It was about the community. That's what it was about.
Really?
That's what he was talking about.
Is he from Atlanta?
No, he's from Colorado. Denver, Colorado.
He just likes his charity work. That's honestly what it's about. He was on the phone with Arthur Blank, the owner.
Right. Right. So this is what it said. Calais Campbell has a 1-year contract for $7 million with the Atlanta Cubs, including a $3 million signing bonus, $7 million guaranteed, and an average annual salary of $7 million. So it's just a signing bonus, and then his guaranteed money for $7 million for 1 year.
Man, that sucks. What do you guys think of Ndamukong Suh?
Nah.
I've never really liked him.
I've never liked him either. Ever since he stepped on that guy's head when he was in Detroit.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
You ain't not wrong. But
and then he stepped on didn't he step on Fitzpatrick's ankle? No, he did that to Aaron Rodgers actually.
Did he?
Was it Aaron Rodgers?
I think, or maybe it was Schwab.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just forgot the quarterback. I know what you're talking about though. He was with wasn't he with Miami?
No, I think it was the Texans. And then in 2015, he kicked Fitzpatrick in the balls on the sideline.
Well, I guess
he's definitely dirty. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, and it's something that will come around to bite me in the ass. I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, right? And
go for it.
And I just went through the whole go all in with superstars and get players even that you don't like or that you don't trust their personalities just to go win now.
Durant.
And obviously it bit us in the ass.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to try it again. If we get Aaron Rodgers, we're in a win now window, right? I don't like Odell Beckham personally. I think he's an ass. The way he did that commercial plane thing where he wouldn't get off the plane, everybody else had to get off, and then he started talking shit to the passengers as they were getting off, saying that he was going to get on a private jet. If you can afford a private jet, why are you on a commercial plane to begin with? But that's a story for another day. I'm not a big Odell Beckham fan, but I'll take him on my team to win now. Ndamukong Suh, not a big fan of him personally either, but I think he might still have something in the tank, and I'll take him also. I mean, we're rotating, right? This defensive line, as much as a lot of people hated the rotations that we were doing because a lot of people were coming in and out, I wasn't a big fan of it, but it worked. And if we're going to get an older veteran, I think that that's the perfect system for an old veteran.
I agree.
Yeah,
I would like one of these two guys too as well.
Yeah, I'd like
Al Woods. Al Woods, yeah.
I think I would rather Woods over Ford. I mean, you got to think though. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers really likes Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he stepped on his ankle.
If he did that to Aaron Rodgers, there's a good chance that he doesn't. But again, people are in win now mode, and you
got to think though. Does Joe Douglas? I mean, does Ndamukong Suh fit that best culture in sports mantra?
No, he doesn't. But neither does Odell Beckham, and they've been hugging Odell Beckham every chance they get. Like, do you really think that Joe Douglas is infamous for only drafting, or usually drafting, not only, but the majority of the time he drafts team captains. That's what he looks for because he wants character guys in his locker room.
Right.
So Odell Beckham isn't the typical Joe Douglas guy, but all of a sudden he's making love to him outside of the owners' meeting because we're in win now mode all of a sudden. Like, this is a different ball game. We're not used to this ball game, but this is what teams do when they're in win now. They kind of brush that stuff to the side. They'll sign a Kareem Hunt, even though he's a woman beater, because they're in win now mode. The Dolphins, they'll sign a woman beater like Tyreek Hill. Why? Because they want to win now. They push that stuff to the side when it's win now mode. So at least they're not women beaters. Like, I mean, they stepped on Aaron Rodgers' ankle.
Yeah, you hear about Darren Lee? That was messed up, man.
No, I didn't.
It was messed up. So messed up. He someone with his wife and kid, right?
What happened with his wife and kid?
Mother.
Darren
Lee beat up his mother and his baby mom or whatever she is.
He beat up his own mother?
Yeah, and his baby
multiple
mama.
times.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Google search will tell you all about it. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. But anywho,
wow. I had never heard that before.
Yeah, no, that's pretty sick.
That is sick.
Would you rather? With the defensive line, would you rather draft or would you rather go with veteran? And I guess like with the offense too, on the offensive line, would you rather draft or veteran?
Offensive line, I think we're gonna end up getting this guy from the Titans. What's his name? Ben Jones.
I
think that he has a link.
He's not gonna want a 1-year deal though.
No, but you know what? Give him a 2-3 year deal. He's probably gonna retire before then anyway. Because with those 2 concussions he got last year, I can't see him playing too much longer. But sign him. I'm okay signing him. But I still think we need to draft a center because I'd be kind of worried. Last year, he has 2 concussions. He's like 34, going to be 35 this year. At 35, after you've made a substantial amount of money over the last decade, if you suffer another concussion this upcoming year, I would assume you start considering retirement. So I wouldn't bank on him being a long-term solution. So I would sign Ben Jones, right? He has the link to this. Was it the offensive coach that we got from the Titans on our coaching staff now?
Yeah,
So,
the old lineman and running
right.
back coach. Yeah.
So we have that relationship. So I see Ben Jones coming, but I would still draft this Michael Smith kid in the second round if I could, if we can get him, because I think that he would be the cog for the next decade. But I think Ben Jones ends up with us. Do I rather, if I had to choose between both, I'd probably go with the rookie, man. I really want to solidify the offensive line for the next decade. Those teams that have long-term success, like the Cowboys over the last decade, it's been built. That offense is built around that offensive line. That's what it's been. And I think that teams that have a solid offensive, defensive line are just, it's easier to rebuild around that set foundation.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the first 2 rounds in the draft, I'd probably, if Paris Johnson is available at 13, I think I would take him or
I would
Broderick.
jump on Paris Johnson.
I don't think Paris Jones is going to be there at 13 though.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. I think Broderick Jones would be what we have to settle with. And you know what I don't like about Broderick Jones is that whenever I look him up, everybody's like raw talent.
Yeah.
And when I hear raw talent, I hear
you get scared.
That sounds like a bust written all over it, because you want to hear ready to start now, like Paris Johnson, ready to start now. And Paris Johnson is a Joe Douglas guy. Team leader. I wasn't sure if he's a team captain, but I know everybody said team leader, great locker room guy, speaks Mandarin. Who the hell speaks Mandarin? But he speaks Mandarin, 4.0 GPA. He's a smart guy. He has a good head on his shoulder. That's the kind of guy I want on my team. That's the kind of guy I want on my offensive line.
Yeah. But, I mean, you got to think, too, though, is Aaron Rodgers really going to want a veteran? I mean, if we don't get Ben Jones, is he going to want a rookie center, playing underneath him? I don't know.
That's true.
I kind of want to go veteran offensive line to, just get somebody with experience, solidify him, do everything you possibly can to keep him upright.
The only thing that
this is a true. I believe he's a scout. And he has really good draft content too. I think that Joe Douglas waits for the draft board and how it falls. If there is a guy he really wants at number 13, he takes him. If not, he swaps with the Packers and makes the Rodgers deal.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah,
exactly. He'll either go backwards or go up.
Well, it's funny because whenever somebody says that the Jets are going to have to give a first-round pick up, I've always said, if they give up a first-round pick, it's not necessarily giving up a first-round pick. I can see them swapping picks with the Packers. The Packers pick 15th. So they'll go back two spots. And I know everybody's like, oh, but 2 spots, that's it? 2 spots in the draft will cost you a 5th or 6th round pick. Like, it costs a lot to move up 2 spots in the first round. So I think that is a big deal. And I think that could be included in the draft, whether it be draft night or beforehand. That's the only way I see the Packers sniffing a Jets first-round pick is if we swap, because then the Jets will fall back 2 spots. I could see that. But if Paris Jones is there, you have to jump on him, I think.
Amen.
Would you include a player in the Rodgers trade?
I thought Elijah Moore was going to be included.
I did too.
Yeah.
That's what I originally thought.
Him or Davis, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I originally thought. But everything I'm hearing, supposedly they plan on keeping Davis. And
right.
I think Corey Davis isn't consistent enough. I feel like he drops a lot of balls. But you know what? I mean, we have an X and a Y receiver already. If Corey Davis being on the team, it doesn't hurt. Like, that's a deep wide receiver room. Now he's getting paid, I want to say like 10 or 11 mil this year. So I'm surprised that he's still on the team. Right. I'm also surprised that Carl Lawson's still on the team. Exactly. But if they're figuring out a way to make it work money-wise, who am I? Go ahead. Let's stack this team up. Let's win now. That's all I'm about. Win now. This window is not big. It's a small window. So let's go and let's win now.
I agree. 100%. 100%. It's our time to win now, and Buffalo, I think, is going down. Patriots are going down. I think it's Miami and the Jets' time now.
I don't know if Buffalo's going down though.
I think we messed Allen up. I think Diggs is fed up a little bit. I think they're going to be like the Colts. They're going to be competitive always, like back in the day with the Manning, and even after that, like Andrew Luck days. So I think they're going to be like that. But I think it's really time for the Dolphins and us now. That's my personal opinion.
I can see
What do you think about the Patriots trying to shop Mac Jones? What if they swoop in for Aaron Rodgers? I could see Bill Belichick, the son of a bitch. I could see him trying to do something
Or
like that.
Lamar. He might.
I cannot imagine
I
Lamar
can't
Jackson
imagine it.
playing under Bill Belichick. I
Exactly.
just
One of the
can't.
old players, I can't remember which one on Twitter, told Lamar to stay away from Bill Belichick. That he doesn't want to play for
Right.
him.
I can't imagine Lamar Jackson there playing under Bill Belichick. Maybe you know, Bill Belichick is a chameleon. He'll do what he has to win. So, you know, maybe, but I just can't
could
imagine
see him trying to trade for Aaron Rodgers just so the Jets don't get him. That's the kind of guy Bill Belichick is.
And that would hurt if he ends up on the page. But you know what? I can't imagine Aaron Rodgers wanting to go and fill in Tom Brady's shoes, rocking the number 12.
no.
There's no way.
I
Maybe
don't see
Lamar.
it.
Maybe Lamar, but I
Lamar
can't
will
even
do
see
it,
that.
but
I
not
can see
Aaron
it.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
Not Aaron Rodgers. He wouldn't do that.
Daniel, you got to go, right? You got to go, Daniel.
Yeah, I got a soccer show I got to do in a little bit, but yeah, I can't imagine Lamar Jackson on the Patriots. I still think that we end up with Aaron Rodgers one way or another. I think we're gonna get him. I would assume it's gonna be before the draft because I think the Packers want to get a draft pick out of it, a impact player right now. I think it'll be one of the second round picks, maybe a fourth or fifth, and a conditional second or third next year, depending if Aaron Rodgers comes back to play that second year. And I think that's really what it boils down to. But do you guys have any doubt that Aaron Rodgers is coming?
I have no doubt. No.
Me either, and that scares me.
Yeah,
but I have no doubt either.
That's kind of my doubt is that I don't have any doubt.
Yeah,
I'm a Jets fan, as we know. We all know we're all Jets fans.
I'm
always waiting for the. There you go. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop, and if we get him, we get him. If we don't, we don't. I'm from the show me state. You gotta show me that we got him in the building first, then I'll believe you. That's just me.
All right,
I'm from Long Island. Where I'm just gonna curse a lot if we don't get him.
Here you go, Daniel. Where can we find you real quick?
Battered Jets fan on Twitter, and then we have the Battered Jets fans show on YouTube. We go at once a week. We don't go live. We're gonna go live once the season starts. But right now, we're just recording and we drop it the next day. And I mean, I do it with my co-host Manny, which is a Dolphins fan. So it's a little different from what you get from most Jets shows because you get kind of a different perspective. He's really good. He tries to kind of be unbiased, but we do have a back and forth. We kind of talk shit to each other a lot, but it's a fun show and we have a good time. And I kind of want to leave you guys with this. What does this team do if the Aaron Rodgers thing falls apart? I'm kind of interested to see what you guys think. Like, do we go Zach Wilson? Do we start going all in on Lamar Jackson? Like, if we find out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, Aaron Rodgers will not be a New York Jet, what happens?
Well, first we cry, and then
yes, most definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if the Jets are willing to give up all that compensation for Lamar. It's steep, man. And like Lamar's not that proven veteran. I mean, like, yeah, he has it. I don't think it'd be fair to Lamar to say that he's shown flashes. He's shown more than flashes, but he's never really gotten there. I want the proven guy, and if not, then maybe you do roll with Zach again for another year. I mean, it's not ideal, but maybe you do that. Yeah. Maybe you do that. You kind of tank out. I mean, maybe you don't intentionally tank, but you're most likely going to tank if Zach Wilson's under center, and then you draft someone next year, or maybe you just draft a quarterback this year, let him sit for a year. Maybe you do go in on Lamar. I mean, I wouldn't hate the idea. I would like it, but I don't know if Joe Douglas is willing to give up all that compensation. I don't know if he gets a little hometown discount, with his connections from Baltimore. I don't know.
What about you, Cookie?
Yeah, Cookie.
Good timing there. I think they're either going to go in on Lamar or we're going to trade for Cousins or Tannehill. Tannehill knows the system a little bit better. Hey, it sucks. I don't like it at all, but I could see it. I could see it. There's not much options after that.
I'll tell you, I honestly believe that the owner, the GM, the coach, everybody understands the pulse of the fan base right now. They know that everybody's convinced that we're a Super Bowl contender and we're all in on Aaron Rodgers. If that were to fail, I think just based off of looking so bad, they will be forced to go after Lamar Jackson just to show face and to keep us thinking, okay, we're still win now mode because now we have Lamar Jackson. So I really do think if Aaron Rodgers, the whole thing just falls apart, they'll feel forced as much. Even though I'm not a big fan of Lamar and his game style, especially with a guaranteed contract. I feel like he's just an injury waiting to happen. I feel like they'll be forced to go after Lamar Jackson just to make that splash and just appease the fan base that's going to be distraught after we find out we don't get Aaron Rodgers. But again, I am so sure we're going to get Aaron Rodgers. It scares me. And I guess that's just where I'll leave it.
Yeah, we will get Aaron Rodgers. Let's speak that into existence rather than, throwing up over Ryan Tannehill.
Daniel, thank you for your time, my friend. Thank you so much. Have a good week.
All right, you guys have a good one. Appreciate you guys.
Take care, man. Pleasure.
Awesome. All right, good stuff from him. Good stuff from him. Great mind. Love what he talks. I love everything when it comes to his duo with the Dolphins. I couldn't do that. No, but for me, but they've been friends a long time, so I get it. I think that's cool. They also do something with Battered Thin Stan as well for his channel, so that's pretty cool to go back and forth. But I agree with them. You go all in on Lamar if we don't get Rodgers, or I could see us trading for Cousins or Tannehill. I will vomit if that happens. Just like Armin said, I think someone else said that too. I will vomit. I don't want Mac Jones either. Will
you vomit live on the show?
I can't do that because I'm not on cue like that. But Cookie will try. But
that's it, man.
But you got anything else to add, Liam? Or are you good to go?
Let's go get Aaron Rodgers, man.
Let's go get Aaron Rodgers. It's like this.
It's time!
That's what you do. That's what you do. That's just what you do.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do. We have to.
So, guys, that is going to be the end of episode 76. Thank you for being live with us. 50 minutes. Dang.
Oh, Cookie.
Oh, Cookie. I don't need a Cookie Monster. I'm not like that.
Oh yeah, you don't want to piss off Elmo again.
Gotcha. I'm gonna leave everyone with this before I plug the socials. Will we be on Hard Knocks? Would we be on Hard Knocks? Would you consider Hard Knocks? And ouch. Yes, I know, Matthias. Ouch.
Hello, Matthias. Iconical Wear, thank you for tuning in, man. Definitely start checking us out more. I'd like to have him on the show. He's great.
Oh, good stuff. Well, you should hit him up. But guys, we're growing each and every day. Please comment, like, subscribe to Everything NYJ on YouTube. We appreciate everything, all the support. Keep sharing, keep commenting. And are we going to be on Hard Knocks or not? You can follow this Irishman right here, Liam, official Liam. I know you hate that picture, and so do I.
That's why you posted.
I know, but you can also follow me as well. I'm here at Elite Jet. I'm everywhere on soccer and football content, and also the final. You can follow Everything NYJ on these social media platforms. We will be back next week with another episode, either Wednesday or Monday night. We will keep you all informed. Please look out for Liam's short videos. He does a great job. And keep looking out for my graphics. Thank you, guys. That's Everything NYJ.